Hey, what's up guys? So today I think is like December 4th or something. So I just woke up probably about an hour ago. My mom stayed home from work today because she is sick. So she just went to the store to get some stuff. And so I'm just here in bed watching actually one of my favorite YouTubers, David Parody, one of his newest videos. I don't know if it'll focus or not, but Impossible Trick Shots. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys knew this, but him, let's see, Woofy, I think that's his name. Well, obviously that's his name, but I forgot his exact YouTube name. But David Parody, more Woofy, or whatever his channel name is, but I know he goes by Woofy. And what else? Who else? Roman Atwood, more J Stu, and Lanky Box are like pretty much my favorite YouTubers outside of WWE. When it comes to WWE YouTubers, my favorite YouTuber is Assault and Battery. But yeah, so right now I'm just going to be watching some YouTube videos. And then in a little bit I need to start editing my vlog from yesterday. Well, it'll be yesterday's vlog when you're actually watching this. So yeah, and last night I finally got to take a shower since my surgery. My mom changed my dressing on my stitches. I was hoping the stitches were melted already, but when we took them off, the stitches were still there. So I guess that explains why they're still hurting. So yeah guys, that's it. And I will see you guys probably just later on whenever I decide to start recording again. So yeah. Alright guys, so my mom just got home. She needs help with the groceries. So that's what I'm doing over here. Walking over to the kitchen to help as much as I possibly can.
Help! Oh. Help! Someone help!
Oh my god. Guys, you see what I have to deal with? And there's so many groceries to put away. I miss being sick, someone I could say, oh, I don't feel good, so I don't have to help. But now that I'm actually feeling better, I actually have to help. Great. So yeah, well, let's see what my mom bought. She bought some stuff for dinner to make, what's it called? Caldo de res? What does that mean? I know it's soup.
Soup. Kind of like the meat soup, a beef soup.
Yeah, so there's stuff over here.
Short ribs with vegetables.
So later when she's making that, I will record. But time to put everything away. Oh, fun. One of my favorite foods, chicken enchiladas. Literally are the freaking best ever. Especially my brother-in-law's. Yes, my mom bought blue Gatorade. Literally best day ever so far, just because I am freaking obsessed with this Gatorade. Okay, I cannot be the only one who was obsessed with these when I was little, and I still am. These things are freaking amazing, and I think these are the Strawberry Explosion, the best flavor Danimals has. If you guys have never had these, you guys are missing out. A Tombstone pizza for whenever we don't feel like cooking. Literally, fruit roll-ups are the best. My mom bought all the best stuff. Chocolate pudding. And for lunch, guys, we got, what kind of steak? New York strip steak, best steak ever. And then later on for dinner, to put this in the caldo de res, it's bone-in short rib, beef. I don't like pork. Literally, pork is so gross. But yeah. And the last two bags, let's see what's in here. More Gatorade. Yes. Let's put that in there. Ketchup. We ran out of ketchup like a month ago, so finally got that. I don't know where to put it. We'll put it right there. And more Gatorade. Alright guys, so finally put all the groceries away. As you see, we're just leaving the steaks out because my mom's actually going to make that for lunch because it's already 2 o'clock. So let's see. Let's show the fridge. Finally, our fridge is not empty. So as you see, everything we got, finally. Because literally, if you guys would have seen this earlier, it was pretty much empty. Except for like those 2 containers up there. And then everything else over here. And then in the cabinet. Just added some stuff to it. Granola bars, of course. Like I said, my favorite fruit roll-ups. So, yeah. Well, my mom left the door open. And there is Sassy. Sassy, you better not go outside. Remember what happened last time when you went outside? Don't even think about it, Sassy. Last time you went outside, you were running for your life because the next door neighbor's dogs were barking at you. Don't even think about it. Sassy, don't you dare. Sassy, don't you dare. Alright guys, so I'm going to take a shower right now, but the one thing I hate about getting surgery is when I have to take a shower, I have to wrap my freaking site, or the incision site, with saran wrap because I'm a freaking baby and I don't want to get it wet. But then again, I hate not taking showers. Usually, if I'm feeling good and I want to take a shower, I usually take like 1 to 2 showers a day, depending. And so not taking a shower every day is kind of annoying me. So I just decided, let's just wrap myself with this. All right guys, so I'm gonna take a shower. My mom's gonna wrap me up here because this is where the incisions are. After I got a shower, I'm gonna show you guys the stitches. So if you guys don't wanna see stitches, when we get to that part, I'll put on the screen where part of the video to skip to, so you guys don't have to see it. Alright guys, so there's the stitches. Literally they look like they hurt. I don't know. Do they look better?
Right there.
Do they look better or no?
It looks the same. It's pretty bruised.
Yeah, and on top of that, all the bruising. Because if you guys don't know, I had stitches. I mean, not stitches. I've had 4 portacasts, so I've had 2 on this side, I think.
Yes.
So that's 2 surgeries in one.
I had one over here.
And then over here too.
Right there.
So that's pretty much 2 surgeries right there. That's what that looks like.
And these are tape burns right
Oh,
there.
and all that tape. And literally, guys, you don't even know how much tape I've had on here, but over the past 3 years. So we will see you guys later. Alright guys, so my mom already put the dressing on. If you guys chose not to listen to my warning, if you guys get squeamish with stitches, I warned you. I even put the time on the screen for you guys. But anyways, my mom is now making lunch, and I look so weird when I don't have my hair spiked up. But yeah, we will see you guys later on, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to film for the rest of the day. Whatever I find half interesting, I guess. Alright guys, so welcome to the first episode of Chef Susie. So she's going to show us how to make caldo de res. So what's the first step?
Okay, we get a pot that's a little bit deep, and we're going to put water in it. Fill it up 3/4 with water. And then you put it on the stove at medium heat.
Don't burn yourself.
Nope. Then you're going to be putting some salt. You're going to salt to taste. Usually I just start with 1 tablespoon of salt, and then I start tasting the soup throughout the cooking process. And if it needs more salt, then I put more salt in. So you put a little bit of salt, tablespoon, and then some cumin. Cumin. I always mispronounce that.
If we can find it wherever my dad put it in there.
Found it. That one, just have almost a teaspoon, not too much. Okay. And then you can really put any type of meat that you like. We usually like to use the short ribs, but you can use shank, you can use beef cubes, stew meat, whichever type of meat you like.
Do you have to season the meat before you put it?
No, you don't season the meat. whatever seasoning you put in the water is what's going to season the meat. So then you get your meat, then you put it in the water, and we're going to simmer for about half an hour. And then after that, we'll start dicing the vegetables that we will be including in this soup.
Do you need the lid?
Yes. And we...
Assistant Miss Dirty Fan 13.
Thank you. We put the lid, and it's going to simmer for about half an hour, just to make sure that the meat gets nice and tender.
So right now it's 5:11. We'll see you guys back at like 5:40. Alright guys, so it is 5:34, and so first, before we do this, you have to wash your hands. But before we finish making the soup, my mom has to cut up celery. What else?
I'm just gonna cut the celery and some onion for right now.
And we're gonna put it in the soup so it can start cooking. So there's the celery.
I usually put 6 sticks.
6 sticks of celery.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we wash them under water. Now we're going to get ready to dice an onion. It can either be a white onion or a yellow onion, depending on which one you like. Usually I like to cut off the edges of the onion and then peel it afterwards. And also I'm going to dice this onion into small cubes, also edible, just to make the soup a little bit more comfortable as you're putting it in your mouth. And of course the onion will add some flavor to it. Usually I put in the celery and the onion first because it's harder to cook. Thereafter, about 20-30 minutes later, then I put in the squash, the celery, and the cilantro. And then we'll be almost good to go. If you don't like a piece of how the onion looks, just get it out of the way and don't use it. Remember, it's your food. You put in it whatever you like. So now this is my celery, 6 stick stalks, and 1 onion. Then I come over here to my soup with the meat, which is boiling. I did cover it when I first started because the last half an hour will be done uncovered. So then you put in the celery sticks, and then you also add your onion for flavor. And then you cover it again. I don't cover it completely because the water, when it starts boiling, it'll start overflowing. So it needs a little bit of air in it to prevent that from happening.
So we will see you guys back in how long?
In about 20 minutes.
So at about 6 o'clock. Alright guys, so we are back. So what's the first step back after we have the celery and the onions and the beef boiling inside the pot?
I'm going to go ahead and dice 4 Mexican squash.
They can be Russian squashes?
They basically can be any type of squash that you like.
I'm so funny. Just kidding.
Again, I just cut the edges off because they're, I don't think they would taste very good. And this is going to be adding a lot of flavor to the soup. But if you don't like a certain vegetable in this soup, you do not have to add it.
Example,
remember?
My mom's not putting carrots in here.
That's right. But carrots give the soup a very sweet taste.
Even though carrots are delicious.
Which I don't like. Now if I have to put carrots because Kayla insists, then I will boil the carrots separately and then add them at the end. Now the squash I'm cutting almost like this length because it can get very mushy if you overcook it. And if it does, it's thick enough where it won't get too bad. And then I also bought 2 red potatoes. You can add as many potatoes as you like. I just think 2 is a good amount to add. So that one I do dice also. Of course I already washed them. It's good to wash the vegetables before you cook. Because even though they are at the store, God knows where they've been.
And also all the germs will be basically off
about the size, see?
When you add them in the water.
Yep. So you cut it in half and then you dice it again in half. And you can either put them in like that or cut them in quarters. It's all up to how you like to have your soup, especially when it's nice and cold outside. Now, usually I like to buy fresh corn, but the grocery store was out of fresh corn, so I had to improvise. So I bought the frozen corn. As long as it's little pieces like this size, it'll do. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we have the corn, and the last, well, second to the last is the cabbage. I love cabbage, so believe it or not, I'm gonna put the whole cabbage in there. Ew. I do have to dice it though.
We know which part of the soup I'm not getting.
So I usually cut the end of it, and then I just cut. This one, it doesn't matter the size because cabbage gets very, it's very easy to eat. It's not hard. It's just, it just adds good flavor to the soup. I mean, these leaves you can put in like that, they will get smaller. It tends to shrink with the hot water. And I know you're probably thinking, doesn't this lady taste her soup? Yes, I do, but I usually taste it at the end. I don't taste it in between because I'm adding so many things that it changes the flavor. So I just want the ultimate flavor, and that's why I taste it at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the squash and the red potatoes into the soup. And I know it looks kind of funky right now, but it'll start looking a little bit better as all the vegetables are added to the soup. This is the corn on the cob. And see, it's basically this size. Not very big. And if I had bought the fresh corn, then I would have just cut it into these size pieces. Okay, and after that, I go ahead and add the cabbage. With the hot water, the cabbage itself will go to its proper place. Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off, see how it looks. And then I'm gonna taste to see whether it needs more salt or cumin. Cumin. Now usually what I do, I use 2 spoons. I get a little bit of the, well, I kind of stir it a little bit. And then I get a little bit of the liquid. I pour it in the other spoon. Reason being is that I don't want to be using the same spoon after I tasted it because the germs will be in the soup. So let me see. It needs some salt. So I'm just going to start with another tablespoon. And I'll just pour it over the soup in case there's anything that misses a spoon. They'll fall into the soup. So basically I just sprinkle it all over. then I'm going to stir again. I'll taste again in a little bit, but what I'm going to add is some cilantro. Let me just go ahead and wash it. And I'm gonna be adding a couple of sprigs to it. And the reason I add it at the end is because it tends to shrivel up very easily if I add it at the beginning. And I just add just enough to give it some flavor, because this is going to be adding a lot of flavor to the soup. Oh, that's way too much. Ooh, it's way too much. Okay, about right there. And let's get the clean spoon and just kind of dab it down. And now we're not going to cover the soup anymore. We're going to leave it open. And this soup should take, in preparing from the beginning to the end, it should take anywhere from 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Somewhere in there. And there you go.
So while it's cooking, hopefully Sassy doesn't come and take a bite of it. But yeah, we'll see you guys back in how long?
Oh, I guess in about 10 minutes it should be.
So like 6:50.
It's going to be done very quickly now. It's just a matter of seasoning it to flavor. That's
so yeah, we'll see you guys back when we are ready to eat.
Yep. Get this out of the way, because I know you don't like cilantro. You want corn?
Yep. Alright guys, so here's the final product of all our cooking today. So of course we have the very skilled, and how I showed you guys how to do the toasted bread, because it's probably one of the hardest things you'll ever learn. Obviously I'm being sarcastic. Mexican Coke, one of the best Cokes. And the whole point of this whole cooking little mini show is the caldo de res. So there we got the potatoes, we got the corn, the rib meat, some more corn, some potatoes, some cabbage. And yeah, you guys can tell I like corn a lot. So we're gonna eat this and go watch Monday Night Raw. So we will see you guys later. Alright guys, so I'm probably just gonna end the vlog here right now. Basically for the remainder of the night, I didn't vlog, as you guys obviously saw. But I finished uploading my video. If you guys didn't check out yesterday's vlog, go ahead and check it out now. And yeah, I basically did that. I texted Brandon Hodge, like I usually do pretty much every day. What else did I do?
Watch TV.
Watch TV.
Wrestling.
Oh yeah, Monday Night Raw was on. That's pretty much why I didn't vlog. So yeah, that's it guys. Time for the question of the night. Since the main point, or the main thing I did in this vlog today was make that soup with my mom, it's only fitting to say that the question of the night will be, what is your favorite soup? Why not? Well, my favorite soup is this chicken and rice soup that I always had when I was in the hospital. It was really good, and I need to learn how. Well, I know how to make it, but I just need to make it. So, Maya, what is your favorite soup?
Caldo de res or tortilla soup.
Tortilla soup's gross. But anyways, do you know Michelle's favorite soup?
I think she likes caldo de res.
Everyone likes caldo de res, apparently. And how about Daddy? Come on, Mike. This is your husband. You should know these kind of things.
Probably tortilla soup.
Tortilla soup? When does he like tortilla soup?
She does like it.
I guess. And Corey, I don't think he likes soup. He probably does, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think he likes caldo de res.
Oh yeah, everyone in this family likes caldo de res. Yeah, even Emery likes it. Then again, Emery likes everything. But let's just put it this way: everyone in this family likes caldo de res except for me.
That's the only soup I make.
Yeah. My mom doesn't cook that much, as you can tell. But, I think that's the only thing my mom knows how to cook. But, yeah. So, just call out the rest for everyone. Yeah. I bet that's even your guys' favorite soup. Even if you guys have never had it. Oh, God. Anyway, Sassy, what's your favorite soup? Caldo de res? Oh, I'm not surprised! Like, literally. I'm pretty sure that's not... What's Joey's favorite soup? Caldo de res too?
I don't know.
Oh, God. I'm done, guys. Till tomorrow, guys. Make a change you want to see in the world.